Hey guys, and welcome back to another video from the Parrott Bros. Now today on the bike we're going to discuss why I'm going to be ditching the quad lock over this Apple CarPlay device for the motorcycle. There's loads of reasons, some good, some bad, and you may also have some that I have not discussed also. So before we get stuck into it, let's jump to that intro. So one of the first reasons I wanted to start with, now the quad lock is fabulous because you can literally just fit and forget. Dead simple, dead easy. That also means it's easy to steal. So you're riding your bike, you're sat at some traffic lights. This could be, I drive quite a lot in London and other cities. So you're sat in there minding your own business, just checking the traffic, so focused on that. Someone just walks up and they're gone. They've taken your £1,000 smartphone in a second. They're on their toes. You're not exactly going to drop your bike and chase them over a phone. So that's one of the reasons. One of the other reasons is if you don't have a waterproof phone, because I think only the most latest ones are waterproof, or if you have one of them snazzy fold-out ones that might not have a quad lock available for the case, or for any other reason, you don't want it to get wet, you don't want it to, you're sitting in the sun, the thing starts to overheat, you see that triangle saying too hot. My most annoying one is riding along in an unfamiliar road. You've got the sat nav on, someone rings, you speak to them quickly, just saying, oh, I'm riding, whatever, on your helmet cam, helmet stereo, and then you put the phone down and then it locks your phone. So then you have no sat nav. So then you have to pull over because you can't operate your phone with gloves on. And it's just really frustrating. If for a quick ride, quad lock is absolutely great, but unless you're going to do a lot of touring and you want to use your phone specifically, I think the Apple CarPlay is a lot better. I'll tell you what, let's jump over and we'll see what's in the box to start with. In the packet. Now it's awfully well packed and it's a great looking little unit. It's quite heavy actually. It's sort of a tiny bit heavier than your phone. I will weigh it, but it is absolutely solid. Comes with this nice mount, so if you've already got certain mounts which take a ball, then it will work absolutely fine with those. Really nice screen with nice little sunshade. Whether that actually works in the sun, we'll see. And of course, it's got this IP rated power supply plug. So we'll put that to one side. And then in the box, you get two wiring configurations. One is a hardwired permanent install, which you put to your battery or a source, whether you want it to be ignition live or permanently live. You can always unplug it out of the camera, relatively easy. And then you have a cigarette lighter, which is the method we'll be going through today, because then I can unplug and plug it as I choose without having to take the seat off. Also is some additional accessories for mounting the camera. You've got two options. This one is for if you have a little support bar. On some bikes they have it, especially the adventure bikes, where you can bolt this up onto the back of your screen. There's usually a little bar that goes across, and today we'll be using this method, which is a nice rugged clamp. Again, real nice quality, billet aluminium by the feel of it, and these bolt onto your handlebars. Got a nice rubber support, and there's another rubber piece there just to put on the inside, and it comes with this locking ball mount, which gives you full adjustability, so you'll be able to get it to the perfect position for where you want it, and it'll be a very simple on and off, but once fitted will be absolutely solid. And also in the box you get a fuse, relative fixings depending on which model of clamp you want to use. That's for the permanent one, that's for the ball one, comes with everything included. And you also get a spanner and Allen key necessary to complete the installation, along with a full user guide for installation and user manual and getting it all set up. But to be honest, if you've had a newer car or you've used Apple CarPlay, it is very, very easy to work out how to use and very intuitive. Right, let's go and show you how easy it is to fit to the bike. Now, seeing as it's not raining, I thought I may as well do the installation outside. So, using that clamp with the U-shaped M6 with 10mm nuts, put it on a position in which you feel is good for the bike. Now, obviously there's varying different options. You can put it all over the place. I fitted it loose to the side of my handlebars and roughly centralised the screen and then nipped it up, and then obviously you can adjust it as you want. Now you still want to be able to gain access to your key and of course be able to see your clocks as well. You don't want that blocking it. normally, what I said about the other mount is you'd put it just here, so it would sit, I'll use my phone as an example, so it would sit there so you have full view of everything. And I may still get something like that for the future. I haven't yet decided, because you can buy a little bracket that goes on the back there, which allows you to bolt the screen, but for the time being, I quite like it there. Now I've got the cable tied up behind against the handlebars, so they'll move along with the unit itself. And of course this has an accessory port here in which to plug it in. Now I'll show you installation. Hopefully you'll be able to see it from the camera. Just plug it in like that and it should automatically turn on, and then it should automatically also connect to my phone and give me the full Apple CarPlay. Because I've done the setup. All you do is literally go onto your Bluetooth, click Carpuride, and then go onto the Wi-Fi, click Carpuride, and then it connects, and we're already on, I don't know how well you can see that, but we're already on Waze, and it allows you to, obviously you can tap around onto the different things and go onto my Spotify, I can make a phone call, and whatever else you want to do. Now I think the proof's in the pudding. Let's get out and have a ride and we'll see what it looks like out in the field, shall we? So we're out on our road test. Now I must admit, there was two options, a 5-inch and a 7-inch. I'm glad I went with the 5-inch because where I've got it mounted, I think the 7-inch would have been a tiny bit too large. If you have a big adventure bike with a big screen, a 7-inch would be more than suitable, especially if you were going to have it up in the higher area there. Now, let's talk through the unit. It works absolutely fine with gloves, my gloves, big bulky gloves. They've got leather fingertips. I'm sure it would work. It's quite sensitive screen, so it should work with anything else. Now it does repeat whatever is on your phone, so if you have an Apple or an Android that is new enough to do CarPlay, which realistically I think most should be. Oh, road closed, I'm not going that way, we'll go this way instead. Then you should be absolutely fine. Now the unit only projects what is on your phone, so if you have no phone signal you probably won't have a great deal on there. But it works absolutely seamlessly. Once connected to your phone, plug it in or turn the bike on or whatever you're going to do to power it up, and it connects within about 5 to 10 seconds and you are away. Set your destination. I'll pull over in a second and show you some of the features on it. And it is fairly usable. Now if the reason I wanted this over the phone, like I said, is because when people ring you it then goes off and the phone can be an absolute nightmare with gloves on. It is a right pain in the arse to do anything with, whereas this, very, very easy. Quick glance down, you can see it absolutely fine. And it is a nice little tidy unit. Like you said, it's a permanent feature. You don't have to worry about the battery going flat because it's permanently in and on charge. What else about it? Positioning, yeah, I've got it slightly wonky, I'm sure you've noticed that, but it is adaptable. I do need to move it. I was adjusting it with my gloves on when I was sat on it, but as you can see, easy to see, easy to read, does exactly what you said on the tin, what you want it to do, and it is great for if you're going to be doing road trips or you want to find a better way if you're stuck in traffic and you don't know the area. Also monitors the speed limit. If you've not had CarPlay in a car, this will make you want to get CarPlay in your car, and if you did have CarPlay in your car and you don't have it on your bike, I'm sure you're missing it, unless you're out for a weekend ride and you're using your motorbike as a missile. Then you probably won't even take your phone or ID with you. But it also pops up WhatsApp messages at the bottom. Not that you can see it if you're looking forward. It's just nice as a quick glance down. Yep, you can see we're on the right road. Or if you wanted to say find a petrol garage or something like that. But if you already use Waze or maps, then I don't really need to explain how to suck eggs. Now, the unit retails at a couple of £100. It's different depending on A, what country you're in, B, what time you buy it, where you buy it from. If you want to buy it directly from their website, this unit was sent to me for free. I have had an ongoing relationship with Carpuride as I fitted their Apple CarPlay in my car, and I've been using it for the last 2 years. I reached out and said, look, I've got a motorcycle, I want a motorcycle CarPlay, do you do one? They said yes, we got this one, it's waterproof, it works really well. I read some research on it, reviews, and I got the unit and tested it out for myself. Now it is very good and I wouldn't recommend it if it wasn't any good, so please bear that in mind. I do like it and I'm going to be keeping it. So that is my reference. I believe the code they gave me was for 30% off on their website. That will be down in the description of the video. you'll be able to get 30% off, or if you cannot wait, you are able to also get it from Amazon. See which one's cheaper. It works the same, doesn't it? Right, let's pull over somewhere and I'll just show you some of the connectivity on it and how easy it is to use. Typically it's quite busy today, and a nice little side road down here where we can just pull in and do a little bit. Let's pull in just in front of that van there. Like I said, very simple to use. Right, let's turn the bike off so it's not noisy. Right, so with my gloves on, if you want to select something, say you want to search and you want to find, we go to my home, or you want to find, there you go, so to my home, or if I click this, using the wrong part of my finger, categories, and we'll go for fuel. There we go. SO tells you where the SO is, so it's dead easy to use. And of course you've got your other options there. There you go, you've got all your music, back to your CarPlay, and it is that simple. It's nice and easy to read, very straightforward. I mean, if you're looking at this, you'll probably already want CarPlay, so I don't need to explain to you the features, but I don't know what's going on with that. I was trying to send someone a message. My phone seems to be going mental at the moment. No idea what's going on here. I'm just sending people messages wildly. But there is the CarPlay, very, very simple. And of course, I've got it on a removable option, so when I turn my car off, there you go, I'll do that. Now let's show you the connectivity, shall we? So it's been off for 5 or 10 seconds there. We'll plug it in. It turns on, then it goes through the process of connecting to the phone via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. You'll see this bit here goes green when it connects to the phone. That thing pops up, and then there you go. It's exactly carrying on from what we were doing last time. So there you have it. Carpuride motorcycle Apple CarPlay. I absolutely love it. I'm just trying to read me messages now. I've got 1,000,001 WhatsApps while I'm riding. Always the way. Whenever you go out on your bike, there's always people trying to get hold of you. But yeah, so would I recommend it? Yes. Let me just quickly show you how I've got it wired. So you can see there, I've got the wires cable tied up nicely behind the unit, so it moves with the handlebars. That's how the bracket is mounted on the back there. And then of course it just goes down into our USB with that mount, which is fully adjustable. It doesn't look too bad on the bike, to be honest. It just kind of looks like it's meant to be there. You could probably do the cabling a little bit neater, especially if you were going to put it up at the back here somewhere. Then you could definitely hide the wiring a bit better. I may wire it in permanently onto an Ignition Live in the future, so you don't have all that wiring, but for the time being, very, very happy with the installation, and that going forward is how I'm going to be using it. So hope you found this helpful. If you have, let me know. I really appreciate the feedback, so obviously this is all new to me. And also, would you go for this over a quad lock, so Apple CarPlay on a screen, or quad lock? Let me know. Or if you've got anything else at all in the mix, let us know. Always happy to hear that. Right guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.